Michael here, looking at Psalms 97 for a devotion today. This psalm may be subtitled, The Lord Reigns, and we're focusing on verse 5 through to 7 for the exposition. Let's go ahead and read those three verses. Verse 5. The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. Verse 6. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. In verse 7. Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all ye gods. And as we turn to the treasury of David for the exposition, let's go ahead and read verse 5 again. The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. And Spurgeon exposits. The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord. Inanimate nature knows its creator and worship him in its own fashion. States and kingdoms which stand out upon the world like mountains are utterly dissolved when he decrees their end. System as ancient and firmly rooted as the hills pass away when he does but look upon them. In the Pentecostal era and its subsequent age, this was all seen on all hands. Heathenism yielded at the glance of Jehovah Jesus, and the tyrannies based upon it dissolved like melted wax. At the presence of the Lord of the whole earth, his dominion is universal, and his power is everywhere felt. We cannot move the hills. With difficulty do they climb them. With incredible toil do they pierce their way through their fastness. But it is not so with the Lord. His presence makes a clear pathway. Obstacles disappear. A highway is made, and that not by his hand as though it cost him pains, but by his mere presence, for power goes forth from him with a word or a glance. Oh, for the presence of the Lord after this sort with his church at this hour. It is our one and only need. With it, the mountains of difficulty would flee away, and all obstacles would disappear. Oh, that thou wouldest rend the heavens and come down, that the mountains might flow down at thy presence. O Lord, in the little world of our nature, the presence of Jesus in reigning power is as a fire to consume our lusts and melt our souls to obedience. Sometimes we doubt the presence of the Lord within, for he is concealed with clouds, but we are again assured that he is within us when his light shines in and fills us with holy fear, while at the same time the warmth of grace softens us to penitence, resignation, and obedience, even as wax becomes soft in the presence of fire. And verse 6 that reads, The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Spurgeon exposits. The heavens declare his righteousness. It is as conspicuous as if written across the skies. Both the celestial and the terrestrial globes shine in its light. It is the manner of the inspired poets to picture the whole creation as in sympathy with the glory of God. And indeed, it is not mere poetry, for a great truth underlies it. The whole creation has been made to groan through man's sin, and it is yet to share in the joy of his restoration. And all the people see his glory. The glorious gospel became so well known and widely promulgated that it seemed to be proclaimed by every star and published by the very skies themselves. Therefore all races of men became acquainted with it and were made to see the exceeding glory of the grace of God, which is resplendent therein. May it come to pass ere long that by a revival of the old missionary ardor, the glad tidings may yet be carried to every tribe of Adam's race, and once again all flesh may see the glory of Jehovah. It must be so. Therefore let us rejoice before the Lord. And verse 7 that reads, Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all ye gods. Confounded be all that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. They shall be so. Shame shall cover their faces. They shall blush to think of their former besotted boastings. When a man gravely worships what has been engraved by a man's hand, and puts his trust in a mere nothing, a nonentity, he is indeed brutish, and when he is converted from such absurdity, he may well be ashamed. A man who worships an image is but the image of a man. His senses must have left him. He who boasts of an idol makes an idle boast. Worship him, all ye gods. Bow down yourselves, ye fancied gods. Let Jove do homage to Jehovah. Let Thor lay down his hammer at the foot of the cross, and Juggernaut remove his blood-stained car out of the road of Emmanuel. If the false gods are thus bidden to worship the coming Lord, how much more shall they adore him, who are godlike creatures in heaven, even the angelic spirits? Paul quotes this passage as the voice of God to angels when he sent his Son into the world. All powers are bound to recognize the chief power, since they derive their only rightful authority from the Lord. They should be careful to acknowledge his superiority at all times by the most reverent adoration. Oh, hallelujah. Great, marvelous, wonderful, divine is our God. Bless his holy name forever and ever. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.